Gary Gensler's information reporting request to the crypto community.
This kind of goes back to my previous video last week on why Bitboy and other cryptocurrency influencers who've been shilling projects, Bybit, taking money to promote scam projects over the last couple of years, they've kind of changed their tune and they've kind of stopped. They actually have been deleting videos from the past where they took paid sponsorships because they kind of know that the SEC is kind of is coming out to get them and they're all scared shitless. This is from Bitboy yesterday. His live stream. He kind of hints at it again. Um, what is exactly happening, and you can. I love these. I love when Bitboy kind of starts talking about the SEC because you can kind of hear the fear in his voice because he knows the end is near for his little scam operation. Here's a quick clip.
Community are overburdensome, don't feel particularly voluntary, interstifling innovation. Now, this seems to make sense considering what did I tell you guys a couple weeks ago? I've been telling you for weeks. The SEC's been sending letter after letter requesting information, basically everybody under the sun in crypto.
Not everybody under the sun, Bitboy. Only scammers. Not everybody in crypto is a scammer. He's making it sound like everybody's getting a letter. If you ever did a crypto video, if you ever even mentioned the word Bitcoin, you're getting a letter from the SEC. No, 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 Bitboy. They're sending letters to the scammers. That's what you have to understand.
This isn't really public. A lot of people don't know this. I've been telling you this. I've been talking to some companies that have told me they've received these letters.
He's been talking to some companies. Folks, he got a letter. Or he at least, his attorney probably told him there's a letter in the mail. Come on, folks.
And here you go. We got Tom Emmer referencing the exact same thing. Plenty of crypto and blockchain firms are getting these requests overburdensome. So Tom Emmer sent this. This is why I sent a bipartisan letter today to the SEC Chair Gary Gensler with all these people tagged in it, basically saying that they're getting a lot of these requests and complaints. And while the SEC is being too broad,
the SEC is being too broad. How dare the SEC try to go after me? I've been shilling for the last couple years, but I'm not a scammer. Look, folks, this is good news. It's good news that guys like Bitboy, they're not going to be able to scam anymore. I think 2022, like I said in my previous video, you're not going to see any more of these paid sponsorships. You're probably not going to see the Bybit links, at least for cryptocurrency YouTubers who are based out of the United States. Now, I could see a lot of these scammers moving to other countries, maybe like the Philippines, or maybe even just going to Puerto Rico where they can kind of like skirt some tax laws and skirt some weird SEC laws. But, you know, I think what you'll see is the cryptocurrency YouTubers who are based in the United States, which is most of the big cryptocurrency YouTubers, I don't think they're going to be able to do the shilling anymore. And they're scared. They're shitting their pants. They're not shitting their pants because they can't do it anymore because they already made millions of dollars scamming people. They're shitting their pants because they're worried about what they did in the past is going to come back to get them. That's why you're seeing a lot of the paid sponsorship videos from Bitcoin, Bitboy, and other YouTubers. They're deleting all the videos right now. They're getting rid of all the Bybit links. They're trying to cover their asses, but they really can't because these videos are all saved on YouTube. I know personally somebody who like saves all Bitboy and other cryptocurrency YouTubers onto their phone because they listen when they're running, and they have like hundreds of videos. So there's always, you know, the great thing about the internet, it never goes away. So I think when the SEC really starts going after people, I think, you know, people like Bitboy are going to have to, you know, they're going to have to answer for what they did over the last couple years. And I'm not really going to like throw accusations out there, you know, because that's not my job. My job is to basically just point out what's going on. And you can basically just look at the videos and see that there's a change now. Ever since a YouTuber by the name Exposed, what was his name? Crypto Exposed started doing these videos, great videos, breaking down how all these big YouTubers were scamming people with the shill links and the Bybit links and taking money to promote scam coins. They've all changed their tune at this point. And of course, the SEC has been, you know, since January, they've been sending out letters to people in crypto who've been shilling, and they're basically building a case. Now with the SEC, I'm not sure if any of you guys have ever been in stocks. It takes years. I used to be big into penny stocks, and I'd invest in a penny stock that turned out to be a scam. 5 years later, that's the CEO will finally get brought up on charges and end up going to jail or having to pay back millions of dollars. So this takes time. We're only at the beginning stages of it. So I think we're at least 2-3 years away before these guys really have to pay the piper and they actually get brought up on civil or criminal charges. But they can see it coming right now, so they're trying to play nice. It's kind of like, you were caught robbing the bank, the FBI is coming, they have all your information, so you're not going to be robbing any more banks. You're gonna try to be like a Boy Scout and be very well behaved, but that don't matter because you already robbed the banks. They're going to be coming for you. So that's kind of what all these YouTubers are doing right now. They're kind of pretending that they didn't do anything bad for the last couple of years. They've turned a new leaf. They're now born again Christians, but you still have to pay for what you did in the past. And with a lot of these YouTubers, I mean, you look at their background. They're crackheads. They're former criminals. They're scammers. They used to be like salesmen. They're just sleazy used car salesmen. Not all of them, but a lot of the big guys are. So it's good to see. It's good to see that there's a little bit of fear with the big YouTubers now. Anyway, quick look at the market. Not much has changed since yesterday. We're Bitcoin hovering around 40,777, a little bit lower. We hit about 41.5 yesterday. Stock market's kind of flat. Like I said, folks, we're going to be in a range. I think we're in a bear market. We're going to be in a range between about 37,000 and 45,000 for a while. If we get some really bad news out of Russia, we're going to be dumping into the 20s, and your favorite altcoin is going to drop 50%. Now's a great time to be cost averaging. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for a big dump to buy more. I want to see Bitcoin at 29,000. I want to see a flash crash of Bitcoin from 40,000 down to 29,000. That means I'll be able to get my Cardano for 60 cents or 50 cents. I'll be able to get my Theta for $1, and I'll be able to get my Bitcoin for 28,000, and I'll be able to get my Ethereum for 1,500. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm waiting for. Other than that, I'm just following the news and having fun and thinking of how I'm going to spend all my crypto gains in 2024 in the next bull market, because that's what you should be thinking right now, planning for the future, not planning for tomorrow, not planning for next week. If you're thinking about how you're going to pay your bills next week, you shouldn't be in crypto because you can't afford it. Only invest what you can afford to lose, but if you can afford to risk a couple $1,000s right now, you could actually be a millionaire in 2024 if you pick the right projects. So that's my goal right now. Plan for 2024. Nothing's changed since yesterday. Still got the war in Ukraine. Nothing's new. Tensions are high. We have the interest rate hikes. We already knew that was going to happen. My prediction: the markets are going to be very, very volatile until summer. I think we're going to see a housing crash at some point this year with the mortgage rates going up, and I think we're going to see a stock market crash. And I think that will affect crypto in the short term. I think a stock market crash will bring Bitcoin down to the 20s, and then I think Bitcoin will rise from the ashes. Bitcoin will rise before stocks rise, as it usually does. Crypto falls hardest, but then it rises hardest. So that's why I have a lot of money on the side ready to invest. All right, folks, have a good day.